Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's B. Avery here for another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And with this episode, we are talking Watchmen Season 1, Episode 5, titled Little Fear of Lightning. And if you've seen my past recaps, you know I'm loving this show so far. Every episode has been pretty much fire, and this one is another one. And what's great about this show is each episode stands on its own standalone episode. So, I mean, we get an episode with everything, just covering all bases. Then we get an episode covering the FBI agent Blake. Then we get an episode covering mostly Angela. And now we have an episode covering the origin of a looking glass played by Mr. Tim Blake Nelson, titled, like I said, Little Fear of Lightning. And it's just crazy, especially how the episode starts off, you know, in Hoboken in 1985 with their pastor talking about, we're going into the horror's den. I'm like, dude, what's going on? You're just judging people that's crazy or whatever. But I mean, if you were to look at Looking Glass now and present day, and then back in 1985, or me personally, I would have never put the two together. Now, but just a little bit before, they actually did that flashback in this episode showing that it was Looking Glass that was in the mirror room that got his clothes taken away. I was thinking to myself, I was like, was that him or whatever? Then it's revealed to you. So they really wanted to let you know and paint that thing home. But it's just crazy because, you know, when he was in the mirror room trying to recruit people to, serve their God, their religion, their spirituality or whatever, I would just say to myself, I was like, okay, dude, this chick is playing you, man. She's not about to give you none. She's not about to, suck you off or give you a hand job or whatever. She's playing you. And, he's naive or whatever, never experienced that before. And, she ran off with his clothes and he was looking in the mirror like, you're stupid. You're a stupid sinner. That's what you get. But it really seems like he hasn't learned his lesson as a character, because later on in the episode, he got duped again by another female racist white supremacist in the 7th Cavalry or whatever. And he felt stupid again, but I don't want to jump around too much. But we've seen in the first 4 to 5 episodes that they've been talking about this giant squid or whatever. And now we actually get to see it in the flesh. And man, was that a giant squid. And I would have been like, can you imagine? First of all, you're humiliated that you got violated. The woman took your clothes. Then all of a sudden it's a giant earthquake and you're getting a big old headache and the glass is breaking and you go outside and everybody's dead. Like 98% of the people are dead with bloodshot eyes. I would have been screaming too, like, what the hell happened? Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is insane. What is going on? And Veet, what is his name? Yeah, Veet, Jeremy Irons, Ozymandias, who we found out is behind us. The dude is sick, man. The dude is crazy. Last episode, he's cloning babies and flinging them into outer space and doing things like that. I mean, the guy just has no respect for life whatsoever, talking about how he wants to trick the people. Now, tying this to the actual movie, which I know this is not a sequel to the movie. In the movie, they tricked the population by making it seem like Dr. Manhattan was the one that caused all the destruction when it wasn't. They just ciphered his energy, but now they're using a giant squid or whatever. And that's just nuts. I don't want to jump around too much, but are those two separate incidents, or are they trading incidents because this show is not necessarily tied to the movie, so per se or whatever. But that's crazy. But I understand how somebody would get some type of trauma like that. He doesn't want it to happen again. That's why he has the hat on with the silver lining. He's losing his mind with the alarm going off and things of that nature. I mean, that's just crazy to me. I can't believe what's going on. And now let's talk about Blake real quick. Why is she being such an asshole? She's calling him Mirror Guy. And I keep saying, like, every episode that she pops up that I like her character, but I don't like her character. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, she's just being mean to be mean. I mean, you got to work with these people. So why purposely get on their nerve and push their buttons and things like that? I just don't get it. Now, back in episode 4, we saw that Angela went to Looking Glass and was like, hey, I want you to hang on this white supremacist robe. I want you to look after these pills, kind of see what that's about. Tell me what's going on, because I really want to know. And then we find out that there are like nostalgia pills, and that Will wanted Angela to have. Also, I'm guessing that Looking Glass is a homosexual. He's watching gay superhero porn. Hey, whatever floats your boat or whatever. And that's kind of when the alarm goes off. But and going back, I think that was his old lady friend, because he's still, traumatized. It's like, for 7 years, I tried to convince you that I'm not going to take your clothes away naked or whatever. And they're in there cloning dogs and stuff like that. The technology in this show is just like freaking out the wazoo. I kind of thought we was going to see Lady True again, or Will. Angela's grandfather or great grandfather, but they didn't pop up. I'm assuming they're going to be popping up in the next episode, because I either read or heard somewhere that they said this is the 5th episode, that you really can't judge the show until the end of the 6th episode. And I was like, well, I'm liking the show already, but I'm guessing that's when all the pieces are going to be coming together, and I'm like really, really excited for what's going to go on, right there. But they're at the meeting or whatever. The woman comes in, and they're smart. They recruit them. And they're getting drunk, and they and this is also Looking Glass's fault, because when they were in the police station and he asked Red Scare, like, hey, is that lettuce on your sandwich? He's like, yeah, it is. What's wrong with lettuce on the sandwich? He's like, did you get that lettuce from this head of lettuce right here? It's like, yeah. It's like, but that lettuce came off the truck or whatever, that shot up the cop. That's bad. What he's like, it's going to go bad. So when he was drunk or whatever, and then they rigged the lettuce to fall off the truck, I was saying to myself, wait a minute, is this a setup? Because that dude, Red Scare, had the lettuce. So how did they get the truck back with the lettuce? And that was a while ago. The lettuce would have been brown and stinky or whatever, soggy. I don't know. So he just wasn't using his brain. He kind of got what he deserved, kind of like when he was a little boy and he got duped and got his clothes taken away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the plot thickens right here. And I'm just like, okay, what the hell is going on? I'm like, dude, why would you run in there like that, bro, without no backup? This is stupid. These white supremacist terrorists don't give a damn. They didn't shut up cops, by themselves on the street. And you're going to go into their facility, their base by yourself. What are you doing, man? You got the address. Come back with the army or whatever. You come back with all the cops. But I don't know. He just wanted to be a dumbass, and he goes in there, and they got teleportation devices with basketballs. We got the senator in there. I guess he's a white supremacist terrorist too, or he just working with them he's wrong, and he finds out that the thing that's been terrorizing his mom for the past 30 years was a farce. It was fake. It was a hoax. Or whatever, and that really just kind of like messes him up, and he really doesn't have a choice. I mean, I don't like the fact that he had to rat at Angela, but at the same time he was saving her life. Just like, look, I either can rat you right now so where you can fight and live another day, or I cannot do them this favor and they just come and kill you, or all of us anyway. And we find that out at the very end that they was going to kill him anyway, because they had the 7th Cavalry going in there to try to kill him at the very end of the episode. But I really do like how Angela popped those pills real quick and like, give me the memories, it's, because she said it's a nostalgia or whatever, so I'm really liking that. But it was just a great episode, and I really can't wait to see what happens next in episode 6 or whatever, when they wrap everything up, because also we got to talk about Ozymandias or whatever. This dude done flung himself. He done flung all these clone bodies. I guess he's in outer space somewhere. I couldn't put it together, but I get it now. He is trapped. He is way over there, and he done flung all those bodies and made a words with like, come save me or come do this or whatever. Then he gets yanked back. Who is that yanked him back? I want to know who that is, and how is he able to make so many clones, and where do the newborn babies come from anyway, and all that? Like, they came from the swamp. I don't know. But this dude is really trying to get the hell out of there, man, and I don't blame him, but the dude is crazy, and I really can't wait to see what's going to happen next, guys. But it was just like, another great episode, and I hope Looking Glass, he finds out that, I hope he gets some help, because he's still messed up. He's going to these meetings and all that stuff, but at least he's trying. But guys, it was another great episode, and guys, that is just my opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. What did you think about the episode? What did you think about my recap review? Who is your favorite character so far, and like, what is your favorite moment in the show in this episode? Please let me know down in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Also, look me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the good stuff is right there at the bottom of your screen. It's in the pinned comments and the description box. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.